Hi, I'm Gwen from Sacre Brew, and I would like to introduce you to a new release called Penumbra. It's a smoked porter, and it's the first brew of a series I'm going to do every year. I used to hate Smokebearers, and over a 2-week period something clicked in my brain and I can't get enough of them now. So I thought I'd make a special one. I'll give full disclosure and let you know that I was inspired by Alaska Brewing Company's smoke porter that they do. And so if you like that smoke porter, you might like this one because it's, you know, kind of over there like that one. I forgot to get a glass. And I do these only in one take, so there's no editing. There's no fixing. Okay, I don't have the labels yet, so I showed you this temporary label. So this is the same thing. Open it. Sorry about the yucky glass, but it is clean. So it's got a nice tight head with little bubbles. Kind of fluffy. That's the way I like it in a dark beer. Definitely get a smoky aroma there. It's not like bacon. It's more like smoked salmon, or if my husband were here, he'd probably call it Black Forest ham smoke aroma. If you're familiar with the Echt Schlenkerla beers from Bamberg, those are all smoked, with the exception of the Orbach, which uses oak to smoke that malt. This is beech smoked, and it's, you know, it's the same as that. It's the same malt actually that they use. Oh, it's just really nice. Anyway, so it's black. It's totally black and opaque. Yeah, it's you know, if you like smoked beers, this is for you. It's just so nice. It's so savory. There's a lot of umami flavors in here. The hops I use are Chinook for bittering, and Hallertau Tradition for aroma, just a little bit. And those are good hops for kind of savory, meaty kind of beers. There's no meat in this, by the way. The Chinook comes through kind of at the end of the beginning of the finish, or the pre-finish, and you get a little, very light kind of resiny quality to it. There's a roastiness, but it's pretty subtle. It's not overpowering. My complaint of a lot of dark beers in general, porters, stouts, and smoked beers, is that they're too roasty, and they just taste burnt. You know, they're too much, and it competes with the other flavors. This has more going on in it. There's a gentle bitterness at the finish. It's got a really gossamer mouthfeel. It's just really, it's kind of creamy, but not full, like not heavy, you know. It's just really soft, and it's just like really, it just feels really good in your mouth. And, and I could drink this all night if it weren't 7.3%. You can't really taste it. I can't. It's another one of that'll get you if you're not careful. So be very careful while drinking this. There are too many of them. So this is mostly beech smoked malt, barley malt. It's got a little bit of Munich malt for some toasty flavors, a little of that. For color and that like really smooth dark beer flavor is one of my favorite dark roasted malt, Carafa Special 3, which is a German version of chocolate malt, only it doesn't have the husk. So it's smooth, it's not astringent or harsh. This also has a little bit of black malt, which adds a lot of complexity. It's the darkest roasted malt you can get, and a lot of people are afraid to use it. It's actually better than chocolate malt. I hate chocolate malt. It's got a nice name, but it's a shitty, it's an inadequate malt. It's too harsh. The black malt has like a lot more flavor, a lot more going for it, and when used judiciously adds a lot to a dark beer. And then it's got a little bit of brown malt too, which has a lot of roasty flavor. So most of it, the roast is coming from the brown malt and the black malt combined. The brown malt is more coffee-ish, but this isn't a coffee beer. It doesn't really, it's not really, you know, coffee-esque. It's smoked. It's smoked porter. So have it with food. This goes great with big flavorful dishes. I enjoy drinking it by itself. It's I just love it. This is one of my own favorite beers. So I hope you like it too. If you don't like smoked beers, don't bother, because it's smoked. You're not gonna like it if you don't like smoked beers. That's just, you know, how it goes. But I think you'll like this. It's moderately smoky. It's definitely there. It's not as smoky as it could be. It could be smokier, but it's definitely not subtle smoky. So if you're funny about smoked beers, you have been warned. Thank you, and till next time, I will reach over and say goodbye.